Hello, everybody. So we are back with more Batman Arkham Knight. When we left off, we were in GCPD. We are still there. I need to select a mission before I can continue. I think that we're going to go for what is closest at the moment, and that is Mr. Riddler.
I'm going after Riddler.
Good luck out there, Batman.
Right. You can see in here we have a kind of familiar face.
What are you doing here, Ryder?
Hey, how's my favorite masked vigilante? One of those nights, huh?
You shouldn't be in the city.
Bet you're wondering about the tape. I'll let you in on the action, if you promise to keep me in the loop. What do you say?
It's not safe. You should have left with the evacuation.
And missed the biggest story of the year? Hell, the century. This is it. My chance to get back on top. Quid pro quo, Batman. What's the latest on Scarecrow? Any leads?
Stay out of trouble.
Hey, I try. Trouble always finds me.
Yep, Jack Ryder, reporter, debonair, and all that such things. Fans of the Batman universe may know him better as the Creeper, though. This is the guy from...
Yep, poor bastard. He ain't gonna be able to live with himself when he finds out what he did in that diner.
He's gonna lose his badge for sure.
Owens is a good cop, lives for the job. He don't deserve this.
That is Owens. That is the guy we were playing at the beginning who got affected by the fear toxin in the diner and shot all those innocent people who were not burned Joker corpses. Right, so far our stats in GCPD lockup is 1%, our holding cells are 1 of 97, and we have 1 in maximum security. So that gives you a sort of idea of the
Hey, Batman!
the state.
I guess Scarecrow gave you the slip. You broke my wrist for nothing. He's got plans for you, Batman. You and all your friends. Tonight's the night we finally break the bat.
He has in fact got a broken wrist. It's pretty awesome.
What, you got nothing to say? How about an apology?
I'm not going to apologize to you, you douchebag. You made me completely forget what I was talking about and what I was going to say. Yeah, but basically along the lines of you can see the scope of what we're going to be doing.
Batman, we're not doing too good in here. It don't look it, but we're the lucky ones. That's it.
My wife. I need to speak to her.
Yep,
Everything's gonna
the
be
infirmary. I imagine that's going to get used quite a bit by the end of the night. So we're going to head on out.
I still keep seeing that car coming for us, Batman. I was like a rabbit in the headlights.
Oh,
You know, from what I've been hearing, that car of yours more than evens the odds. And that's without the guns.
this is the guy that I just rescued. As you see, I'll rescue people and they'll start appearing in GCPD.
Just want to say it's good to have you on board.
Pretty awesome. Thanks. Thanks. And they're all very appreciative.
This thing's had a serious upgrade.
Air support saw it turn into some kind of tank.
Nice.
Don't get too close. He's here. Back up.
Did I catch you looking at my wheels?
Good evening, Mr.
Pretty
Wayne.
awesome.
I hope the car
Oh,
is
Lucius.
performing to your high expectations.
Actually, Lucius, she's a little sluggish.
I had a feeling you'd say something like that. Give me a few moments, and I'll bring the afterburner function online.
Thanks, Lucius. It was good of you to stay behind.
You want to
Afterburner.
thank me, Mr. Wayne? Just try not to hurtle off the road. I should have some more upgrades ready soon.
Well, the afterburner makes us go very, very fast in a straight line like that. I don't use it that often, because I can barely control it as it is.
To the vandals who stayed behind to pick the still warm flesh from Gotham's bones. Have your fun. You are under my protection. To the cowards quaking behind the police department's walls, you...
I don't care about his ramblings.
Hello there,
Hello.
detective. Yes, it's me, your most feared nemesis, the Riddler. Congratulations are in order, for you have arrived early for this, the next generation of my riddles.
Next gen riddles.
I'm afraid
Awesome.
the full particulars of my plan will have to remain unannounced for the time being. I see no harm in rewarding the harmless little glimmer of initiative you have shown with a sneak peek, a preview, if you will, of the kind of conundrum I have in store.
Oh, fabulous. Conundrums, eh? I like conundrums. I like riddles. I like to think of myself as quite clever, so the riddles are always quite fun. I always figure them out eventually. Okay.
Well then, Detective, it begins. You are staring, with stupefied incomprehension, at a mechanism I have calibrated to respond to an extremely precise radar pulse. In a moment, I will give you the decrypted code, Dark Knight. Oh, but first, I think we should run through the ground rules for tonight's festivities. Rule the first. You will address me at all times as Riddler, the Riddler, or Mr. Nigma, sir. Otherwise, Detective, I expect your patented brand of churlish silence. Rule the second. All gauntlets, cowl-integrated microphones, and other communications devices, bat-themed or otherwise, are to be switched off prior to the start of the test. Should you be caught using any of these, you will be expelled from the course. Rule the third. The use of purpose-built riddle-solving equipment is strictly prohibited. I am familiar with the contents of your utility belt, Detective, and I will be evaluating any sudden additions over the course of this evening most suspiciously. Rule the fourth. In the event of fire or flood, I will be on hand to guide you to the nearest emergency exit. Assuming, that is, you are not too proud to follow my advice. In that eventuality, we will consider your stubbornly prideful suicide an admission of defeat. Rule the fifth. Do not ask for clues. Rule the sixth. Should I, in my exasperation, choose to provide you with a clue, hint, obliquely meaningful insult, or any other form of assistance, you will not ask for further elucidation, but instead thank me for my kind generosity, whilst adhering to the forms of address outlined in the very first rule. Rule the seventh. Bathroom breaks will be administered on a discretionary basis. Should we find ourselves at a pivotal moment in your arduous journey to self-realization and defeat, I expect you to hold it in. Rule the eighth. Any accidents resulting from my strict enforcement of the seventh rule are to be considered your fault entirely. Rule the ninth. You are required to recite back to me this full list of rules at any moment I request. Again, keeping in mind the naming conventions I outlined in the very first rule. Rule the 10th. I, the Riddler/Mr. Nigma, sir, reserve the right to add or announce further rules if and when they become necessary. Yes, I know what you're thinking, Detective. Mr. Nigma, sir, knows how to meticulously structure a good time.
Oh, shut up.
What? How did you solve tonight's very first riddle? Well done.
Damn it.
Welcome to my racetrack, Detective. You must complete 3 circuits of this gauntlet, finishing each before the time limit expires.
Oh, this should be fun. I'm a terrible driver.
Come now, Detective. Let's put that grotesque ego-mobile to the test.
Right.
Be ready, Dark Knight.
So we have to use the frequency to change and open the doors so that we can get through, basically.
Tick-tock, Detective.
Otherwise,
Tick-tock.
we will die. Ah, I missed that one. There we go.
Can that ramshackle motor handle this?
That wasn't too bad. Right, we're going to be going. Whoa.
Faster, Dark Knight, faster! Can those flickering, faltering
Oh,
synapses keep up with my automatically adjusting course? No, Batman, you can't
Yeah,
solid objects.
I like
It's really
to be
basic
toasty.
physics.
Toasty rats for breakfast. They're fun. He changes things up slightly.
Don't get too confused. Now, right. I'm shocked, Dark Knight. Is that really as fast as it goes?
No, it does go faster. I'm just terrible at driving.
Let's work that undeveloped brain of yours.
No! No! Undeveloped? That was mean. Just because I can't drive very well doesn't mean I'm lack intelligence. Like how you can drive very well, nigga. Yeah, this way.
Once more onto the track, Dark Knight. Once more. Now pay attention, detective. Go left.
I had to open it. I was waiting for him to do it. Ah! Okay.
Oh, detective, what's that I hear? Is it time's winged chariot hurrying near?
I don't know. Why don't you stop talking nonsense? Maybe I'll start enjoying myself.
Don't fumble now.
Ah!
Don't fumble now. Dark Knight, don't waste my time. It's several times more precious than yours.
Oh, I ran out of time. I have to go around
What was that,
again.
a practice run? Try it again at some semblance of speed.
Okay. Get off my dick already.
If you can't understand the intellectual virtues of completing this trial, Batman, I'm not going to explain them to you.
Yeah, I don't really get how being able to drive fast makes me intelligent.
Or if you prefer, that Roman knockoff Mercury.
I don't understand that at all. Oh!
Hurry up, detective. You stand marginally more of a chance of succeeding if you actually begin. You are defeated.
I don't know what you mean. I'm not terrible at this. Right, one more lap. That's all we need. Just one more lap. Oh, I hate driving. I don't mind actually. I love driving in the Batmobile. I just don't enjoy driving fast, and I do not enjoy these Riddler racetracks. No. Oh.
Don't waste my time. It's several times more precious than yours.
Well, we did it.
Congratulations,
Eventually.
detective. You have defeated me. Seriously, Dark Knight, I'm stunned, humiliated, utterly bested. Time I gave up, I think. Why don't you head on your way?
What's the catch?
Did you sweet, naive sentinel. Of course it wouldn't. Still, thanks to your unrelenting desire to showboat, I now have several hundred terabytes worth of performance data relating to that latest model of rocket-powered hearse you're driving. Naturally, I shall be using this data to calibrate further challenges and trials. I'll see you soon, Detective. There's a lot more to come.
Oh, goody. Goody, goody, goody. Now, I was saying as I went into this, you know, I consider myself quite an intelligent person. Riddler challenges never usually too difficult for me to figure out. Yeah, doesn't involve racing a car around a track. Does not involve that at all. Okay, so, Riddler can kiss my bum bum. This is actually closer, but we're gonna go and,
The missing fire crew's not safe on these streets. I'll start by checking Dixon Dock West. That was their last reported location.
Nice driving, idiot. He's right there. Just go.
Excuse me, let me through. Need to get by now. Get out of the way. Excuse me, bad coming through. Sorry, I'll pay for that. Don't worry, I've got millions in the bank. Oh, in fact, billions. I'll be fine. Where am I going? Hi! Ow. One thing you'll notice about me is I'm not bad at fighting as Batman, but I'm much better at fighting as Batman in a larger space as opposed to a tight confined space. Are you wearing that fireman's helmet? That's just rude and disrespectful. Well, we got one of them.
Batman. God, it's really you.
What happened here?
Our truck was attacked. Rioters dragged us out one by one. We were separated, taken away. Please, they're gonna kill us.
I'll save your crew. Wait here. I'll get a GCPD officer to pick you up.
Okay. Sounds good. I'm gonna go out the window. See on top of this light. Okay, so yeah, in the line of duty, the fire officers, there are various ones to find, and once we find them, we will progress within a certain little story. But yeah.
Someone killed, mutilated, and posed a body on Merchant Bridge. If I'm going to stop them, then I need to investigate the crime scene for clues.
Sounds fantastic. You know, Batman is the world's greatest detective and all that nonsense. So he does like to go and find crime wherever he can and try and solve it. Where do we go? Over here. Hey, so I just want to say really, really quickly while I'm walking down this street just as Batman minding my own business. If I do really, really terrible, like in a combat situation or in like a race like I just did with the Riddler, I don't want people in the comments going, oh my god, you suck. Oh my god, you're so terrible. Oh my god. I remember when I did Arkham Asylum and I was like about 20 parts in, and you know, I'd record and then I wouldn't record for a week and then I'd come back to recording, and I'm not the best at the combat by a long shot anyway. And I remember some douchebag getting into the comments and being all like, oh my god, you're on like part 24 and you can't even count yet. Why am I watching this shit? And I'm like, well, don't watch it, you know? I never claim to be the best at any game that I play, but I play it with excessive amounts of awesome and a lot of squeeze, and I just have fun, and so I like to have fun, people in my comment sections, please, because I like people. I like nice people. and I like to talk to them. And I like to be Batman. I'm so buff! Yeah, so, you know, if I do pretty bad in a section, you don't have to tell me. I know that I'm not the best gamer in the world. I don't claim to be. And I don't need elitist a-holes with my comments, thank you. If you do that, I'll send Buffman after you. That's simple.
Alfred, I found the mutilated body Cash was talking about. I'm going to try and establish a cause of death.
Ooh! Well, this is fun, this bit. We use the detective mode. But we use it in a way that's nifty. And not like how we've used it before.
Blood tests reveal the cause of death was an overdose of painkillers leading to cardiac arrest. Also, the victim's fingerprints have been burned off with acid.
Nice.
A rather unsavory demise.
That's not all. It's as though the subject's DNA has been corrupted somehow. There's insufficient information for me to cross-reference the database. I'll have to use the deep tissue scanner to analyze the body for distinguishing features and determine the victim's identity.
Right you are, sir.
Right. Deep tissue scanner. Can you just give me one moment? Okay. Should be fine. Right, in the deep tissue scanner, we scan for skin level, we scan at skin level, we scan at muscle level, and we scan at bone level, and we scan all three things to search for clues and goodies. Like there, for instance, there's something on the ear, but you know we can search all the way down the body. Ooh, rude. All the way down the body, from skin level, which we have here, and I always press the trigger rather than the A.
Deformity on the left ear. Looks like a result of minor ear agenesis, a birth defect.
Then we go to muscle level. Search the victim.
A wedding ring in the lower intestine. The inscription reads, Ophelia.
And now we go down to bone level.
The victim had a hip replacement. Scar tissue hasn't fully healed, so it must have been recent. Alfred, the victim's name is Anthony Lund. Hospital records show he suffered with alcoholism, most probably brought on by the breakdown of his marriage. The name on the ring, Ophelia, his ex-wife. He was last seen in Albuquerque, New Mexico. What's unusual is that they didn't go missing in Gotham. They were brought here and killed. Why? We need to track down whoever did this.
Might I suggest keeping an ear out for any more of that ghastly opera music? It sounds ominously like a calling card.
Ghastly opera music. Right, as we progress through the story, we'll get intel on various things that will point us in the direction of any of the side quests that we're doing. Obviously, you can stumble across things as you're just wandering around the city anyway, and it's always a good idea to listen out to what the sort of little thugs are talking about, because sometimes they're talking about, you know, one of the side quests, like one of them be going, oh my god, Jimmy found a body over on such and such, it was nailed to a wall. And, you know, that'll give you a hint as to where to go looking. So, it is always good to have your wits about you.
I'm heading to the clock tower to see what Oracle's found on Scarecrow's toxin.
Let's hope it's good news, sir.
Right, I'm gonna go to the clock tower to see Oracle. Yay! Barbara Gordon. Once was Batgirl, but now she's not. Yeah, Batman doesn't kill people, he just runs them off the road and blows up their car. Oh, I was we're gonna go up and up and make our way into the clock tower. Oh, good for you. Me neither. Enter. There we go. Of course, there's a secret entrance, secret hidden entrances all over Gotham. Right. So, this is Clock Tower. This is where Barbara lives, works, all of the above. Find her shoes lying around the place, clothes, little remnants of the GCPD. Alright, Daddy works. If she wanted to work for the GCPD, but he wouldn't let her. He was very, very protective. Still is. Lots of goodies. Huh. Oh, look. Barbara and Daddy. Pictures everywhere. Pretty pictures. Barbara and Daddy again. Some nice little vases with things. That is Barbara and Tim Drake, who is our current Robin. We will see him at some point later on in the game. They're in love. Robin and Oracle.
Identity confirmed.
So, this is where I had hid my secret bat lair all this time. What's this?
Do I come in the Batcave, start messing with all your stuff?
You've managed to reduce the compound to its core elements.
But there's nothing in there that we can trace.
What if we'd been looking at this the wrong way? Instead of searching for the toxin, what if we focus on the manufacturing process?
Why didn't I see this? The reaction emits a unique radiation spike.
Run a scan of the city for this energy signature. It will show where Scarecrow is creating a spear toxin.
It'll take a few hours to bring the satellites into position.
We don't have enough time. I'll repurpose the antenna at the movie studios.
Bruce, I spoke to Dad. I hate lying to him. He'd kill me if he knew I was still in the city. He still blames himself for this.
We'll stop Scarecrow.
Okay, so we are going to head to Panessa Studios to repurpose the antenna. All of Oracle's little goodies and gadgets and awesome things. She is fantastic. We couldn't do this without you, Oracle. We couldn't do it at all. Of course, Oracle had an awesome background story as Batgirl. And as soon as I have that DLC downloaded, I will be doing that for you. Can't go out that door. I want to know what this is. I don't have the hacking thing yet. Seriously, never actually seen that before.
Jim, we've got a way to find out where Crane's working from.
Thank God. What can I do?
Get your men ready. Soon as we've got a location, I'll let you know.
All right.
Yes, we will, Jim. We will let you know. And we will go and kick his ass. Doesn't the city look beautiful?
Batman's got a tank. Let's cheat.
No, it's called Evening the Odds. You saw it. It said it right by the left bumper. Right, okay, so I'm going to leave it at this part, and I will see you in the next video for more Batman Arkham Knight. and we will kick more ass, drive more Batmobiles, and generally be awesome. So yeah, come back. See you soon.